with the actual stream once it comes up as being there, and it looks like it is. I've just got to refresh my iPad to check that it's actually over on my YouTube. So if you just have a little patience there too. Oh my goodness. Now I am on mytimetv.live. Let me just have a quickie look. Hoping that has started again. So it would be lovely if I'm just checking in the back end of the actual my time that I got Facebook that I've actually got the continued one. Yes, it is. So that's fine. Okay, so we'll keep going again. Technology is wonderful when it's working. And I'll chase up with that with the team. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, welcome back. Thank you, Monica. I am back. So, yeah, you had to go to the Facebook My Time dropped out. Yes, it did. So I had to go to the Facebook. Oh, that's another twice that came up. Look, there might be some Facebook glitches at the moment. I've found in the number of times that I've been doing the live streams that 9 times out of 10, there's something that's changed in Facebook that's created an issue. But hey, that's good. So this is where I am. I'm in there. I typed that one, and this is where I typed it in at YouTube. So I know that they're operating properly. And Sharon has mentioned hello again. So good. We'll get back to the actual live stream, the actual cards again. So what we've got, and here's that funny thing, as I was reading the workspace, that energy around the workspace and the time card, the time for some reason went and dropped out of that. And, perfect timing. Everything has its own perfect timing, and there's lessons to be learnt with all of that. What we're looking at here is many facets of being the gauges of time. We've got a cuckoo clock. We've got a rooster that'll crow in the morning. There is an owl in here somewhere. We've got the different styles and beautiful faces of different clocks. It's absolutely wonderful card in detail when you can see the detail. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually pick that up and whether it will show it clearly for you. But if you have a look at that, the beautiful details and the really fantastic shadow in the background of what almost looks like the Big Ben clock, one of the most famous clocks in the world. And you see the owl that's down there, just over there, because owls are my favourites, and you've got the hourglass and all sorts of different timepieces. Invest your time and spend your time wisely today in how you do your work, how you're going about your work. That's what I was getting and mentioning as far as what we have in our day to day. We have all the time in the world, because time itself is only just a gauge that we use to know it's marching on and to meet in places, to be on time and all of that sort of thing. But with this now, just look at the different varieties we can tell our time, that we can gauge it, that we can keep an eye on it, and knowing in that inner self that we are spending our time wisely, that we are investing it in ways that are going to be productive and positive for us. And that's if you're looking at the world in a positive, negative way. We tend to, because we're human. So sit with your time, do spend some time through your day to actually contemplate how you are spacing it for your work, and take those breaths in between. At our home space, we've actually got the coffin, and the coffin is about getting things moving on to that next realm, because you can see this Egyptian god above the sarcophagus. The organs are in what he's got, because that's how they do them. The organs in those particular separate jars, so that when the spirit moves on to that next realm, that all that's needed is ready for that next lifetime, because they certainly do have that belief and teaching of resurrection and new life, new living in different ways. And there's the treasures that get buried with them. In our home space, I'm feeling that it is moving a lot of stuff on, and I'm still going through this particular room. That is the task I'm hoping to get through. It's what I'm moving through today in the home, is rearranging a room so I can actually get to the sewing machine. So that's still in progress, and it really is about killing off some of those things, absolutely removing them, not just shifting them around to, just in case. This is moving it to, and I'll be taking them to a recycling place or a second hand store or something. So that's what's happening with that. What is it saying for you in your day to day, what you're needing to move on and really, bury, I suppose. There's some things that really are, you need to actually, for yourself, bury, and it can be relationships. Remember, we're living in a body, mind, soul world, body, mind, spirit. So it can be any of those aspects in your day to day that you come across something that's needing to be buried, that has died for you, and moving it on. So with the birds up here in that unexpected space, that can turn up in the wise words that you hear, see someone speaking, or you are, you've got something written down that you're needing to speak out. It's more in that wisdom way, right? This card was in here at this spot, and I'm not too sure. I'm almost going to look at that for seeing where, I've got too much stuff. Technology's wonderful, but I'm looking at my phone, and it was only yesterday that we had the owls in this same spot. So very similar words to use for that. It is that our words are important and they do matter, that we need to be wise with them, and they can pop up at any point in time where we're needing to communicate something. In our workspace, it could be just, look, we need to be shifting this as far as getting it done, the time's moving on. Or it could be, look, yes, this is definitely the one that's going to need to be buried, moved on. There's ways and means of speaking wisely, not just in that gossipy mode. So use your words wisely. That communication is so important, and you just don't know it sometimes. Who is the ones that are hearing you, as far as if you're out in a coffee shop and you're chatting with a friend, sometimes those wise words, you might use a particular sentence that someone can pick up on, and it really means the world to them and influences the rest of their life. You don't know. So just be mindful of it. We've got the heart in that, your role, and it's everything from that space of love. Again, now, don't think we had the heart. We haven't had the heart there for a while, from what I can tell. Just going to bring up yesterday's. Yes, we did. It was yesterday. I knew there was something similar and familiar about what we had. Yes. Yeah, Sarah, I've just noticed that. So I'm going to put that one up. The swans are in the same spot as yesterday too. Exactly. I knew there was some feeling of familiarity with this. And we really do need to continue onward with living our life from that heart space and being that perfect, not perfect. Well, it is perfect. Even in our imperfections, we are perfect, because it's that something that someone may hear that at the perfect time said with, we might not even be speaking with love or anything, but hopefully you are, but it could be picked up as a word that is received with love by others, and you just don't know. And it's as long as we are intending and mindful and aware that what we're moving through, that what we're living, our persona, our whole being is from that space of love, and projecting that energy, that loving energy. How can anything be wrong? Nothing is wrong. It is perfect in its imperfection. So moving with that in your day, the reminder, the awareness that we are love. Being that unconditional love is sometimes a very interesting factor. And I've got something on the computer just decided to open itself up, and I don't know why. Technology can be a bit weird, can't it? So I don't know if there was a glitch just then. I know I'm down very, very low on my quality of broadcast. So with that and the swans, I'm just going to do something there too. I need to turn off. I just noticed we're still going. The music. I love the sounds, I really do. And yeah, that did pick up. Might have been that stealing away the energy. I don't know. Moving into the love that children express, that perfection. It really is the innocence and the unconditional love that children will give. We need to allow them to be able to receive in all openness and wonderment. And, this is the outcome, is having that exploration of what's next, of opening that book, because I'm going to lift that one up because that one actually is a book. You can see the book just in the background where there's all possibilities of the story that's being told, and the wonderment, the fantasy land, the imagination, all that's possible. We lose that as we grow up to a large degree. And I think the cards this morning are just reminding us that sit in that space of remembering that childlikeness, that childhood. Look, you may not have had a wonderful childhood. I was very lucky. But put yourself in a space where you can imagine what that wonderment feels like again, that exploration, that that space of just accepting, because that's what childlikeness is. It's accepting and exploring, and I wonder what if I do this and that and all of that. So it is a wonderful space to be. Now, I'm just going to acknowledge here, Shaz, you were there, you'd popped over again, and Diane, good morning. Yes. So as a summary for all of that, I'm just going in there. Just keep in mind those places and spaces within you where you can actually pick up more of that awareness and have the understandings that you're needing for further moving through your day-to-day. The cards are only a guide. You still do need to actually use your own discernment and judgment with what's right for you, what it means for you. So do connect in with you. Spend some of that time. Invest some of that time just sitting, daydreaming. Put yourself into a daydream if you don't know how to do it, so to speak. Just put yourself in a daydream and explore like the child. It's a beautiful space to be. Hi, Melinda. And Rosie, you're spending today with your biker brothers and their families. Always so much love, respect, and loyalty for them. Oh, that's wonderful to have beautiful times together with friends and family, isn't it? So thank you for being here still, for even with the glitches in the technology. I do appreciate you being here. I really do. I continue to love doing this every morning, and it's a joy to see familiar faces. Well, yeah, it is familiar faces because you've got your little avatars there, familiar names, and, learning from where you come, those who are new. It's wonderful. So take any guidance that you're receiving to heart into that wonderful space that is you. Continue to be the best you that you can be. And namaste till tomorrow morning. Bye for now.